Hey, it's Rob from Big Green Egg, here to show you how to cook your entire Thanksgiving meal on the Big Green Egg. We're going to use the 5-piece expander set. We're going to show you how to do the turkey, the vegetables, sweet potatoes, and we even got some rolls to go up on top. So let's get started. First, we're going to put some olive oil. We're going to coat the outside of the turkey. You want to make sure you keep one hand dry. I'm going to lift it up like this, flip it over. What's going to be great about the injecting of the turkey, you're going to get a great flavor inside the meat. We're going to add a little salt. You just want to spread this around. Flip it over, do the same thing. A little of that. Now we're going to do our savory pecan, if I can get it open. And the same thing here, you want to coat everything. Get underneath the legs, the wings. You're going to get a little inside the cavity as well. A lot inside the cavity. What I like to do when I start injecting the turkey, it's to keep yourself clean, to be honest with you. We're going to put a little plastic wrap over top, and I'll show you why. Take the stainless steel injector. We got our butter compound here. And fill it up. Then you're just going to stick it in the meat and start pressing and then move out. But don't move all the way out, because once the needle comes out, that's when it's going to squirt all over you. So you're just going to see it. You can kind of see it puffing up there. That's good. That's what you want. And right now, you can see it's just sitting in the pan. Sometimes we put it in the roasting rack as well, but today we're not going to do that because I'm going to show you the setup we have on the egg. We're using the 5-piece expander. We're going to set up the egg indirect. We got 2 half-moon pizza stones in there. We got the bottom basket from the expander, the top part of the expander as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to set this pan inside here as it's cooking, and then we got the vegetables will be on one side, and then we'll cook the bread and potatoes up on the top as well. But before I put it on there, we got to finish putting in all of we got some onions, we got some garlic, we got some oranges, lemon, we got a little sage. We're going to get that in there. We got a little rosemary, and then we got some thyme. And now we're just going to set some of this around the outside here. And then I'm going to also show you a little trick with the wings. And we're going to fold the wings back. You just want to put them down there like that. Okay, and now we're going to get it on the egg. All right, we're going to let that cook for a couple hours, then we're going to get our vegetables on, our sweet potatoes, then we're going to do the rolls last. But you want to make sure the turkey cooks to an internal temperature of 165. We got it hooked up to Egg Genius. I'm actually going to put that in there right now. And you're going to want to put it right in the breast. All right, our turkey's been in there for about 2 hours now. It's coming up to temp, so we're going to get started with our vegetables, which we have carrots, green beans, zucchini, some potatoes, mushrooms, and tomatoes. But first we're going to start with our sweet potatoes, and you want to make sure you kind of poke them with some holes. You just want to do it quickly. Just want to give it, you can also use a fork if you're more comfortable with that. I have really good knife skills, sort of. Haven't stabbed my hand yet. Ow! Just kidding. Okay, now what we're gonna do is gonna put the vegetables on first, and we're gonna put them down here on the other side of the turkey, down below, and then we're gonna put our potatoes up top here, and then I'm gonna add our Half Moon baking stone to the top where the rolls are gonna go later, but I wanna get that stone heated up. Let's move this back, stick our vegetables on first, and then we're gonna pull this back. Now we're gonna put the potatoes, the sweet potatoes up top, and I mentioned the baking stone. We're gonna get that in and get heated up for our rolls coming up in a little bit. We're gonna let that cook for another 45 minutes, come back, get the rolls on, and we're ready for dinner. Okay, our turkey's been cooking for about 3 hours now. Egg Genius has told us that the internal temperature is 165. Vegetables have been on for about 45 minutes, and those are done. The sweet potatoes are not done yet, so we're gonna leave those on. Those could take anywhere from 45 to about an hour and 20 minutes. So we're gonna add our rolls, and we're gonna put those on top here. And then I'm gonna pull our turkey and our vegetables and set them aside and get the gravy started here. See if I can get all these on there. This is one of my favorite parts of a Thanksgiving meal is the bread. All right, here we go. Look how delicious that is. Grab the turkey. Take the Egg Genius probe out. I'm gonna set that down. I'm actually gonna disconnect the one at the top too. I like putting mine on top and using the actual back of the thermometer here instead of hooking it to a grid. And it gives a better temperature reading up at the top, and it matches what's gonna be on that gauge as well. So you can control it throughout the, oh man, look at that turkey. That looks delicious. So I'm gonna let these finish cooking. While that's happening, I'm going to add the chicken stock into our butter compound. I'm going to add about a teaspoon of our savory pecan. This is just a little flour. I'm going to add a little flour in there. I'm going to mix that up. Okay, now that we got this all mixed, we're going to move our turkey onto our board. We're going to use our Big Green Egg silicone gloves. And the difference is these I can get wet without them burning my hands. So I'm able to pick up the turkey right out of the bin and set him on the board. And then we're going to take, I'm going to put these on here with one hand. There we go, so you can see it. Give that a quick stir. We're going to move our sweet potatoes down to the bottom. Those will help that cook a little faster. And then we're going to put the gravy up on top. Now we're going to give this about 20 more minutes while this rests, and then we'll come back, slice it up, and serve our food. All right, it's time to check on our rolls and our sweet potatoes inside and check on that gravy as well. You can see that our turkey's already done, ready to be cut. We put our vegetables all the way around it. We're gonna pull off the sweet potatoes. We're just gonna set them on the side right now because you're gonna wanna peel these, and we're gonna mash them, put a little butter on them, and these will be great to serve with our dinner. But I'm just gonna stick them right here on the side, and I'm gonna pull the rolls off. And then we're going to check our gravy. Oh, and that looks delicious as well. Shut the egg. I'm just going to stir this up. That is our entire Thanksgiving meal cooked on an extra large Big Green Egg. And you can do this on a large as well. You just have to be a little more creative with the way you put the turkey on and the vegetables and what kind of pans you put them in. But anything we used here today, any of the accessories and the recipe is all going to be found at BigGreenEgg.com. Thanks for listening. Enjoy the holiday, and we'll see you next time.